A Montana law that would have banned TikTok in the state beginning January 1st has been shot down by a federal judge. Deirdre Bosa has more on the implications of this ruling in today's Tech Check. Morning, Dee.
Hey, good morning, Mike. Well, for all the talk amongst the lawmakers to ban TikTok, it turns out it may not actually be legal to do so. The decision said the Montana ban, quote, violates the Constitution in more ways than one and oversteps state power. Essentially, it violated the free speech rights of users. Now, this is a preliminary injunction, meaning that the analysis and decision could change, but this has implications for really the national discussion about the place of TikTok and Chinese apps here in America. Now, lawmakers and others are concerned about TikTok for a few reasons. They include worries that its algorithm can manipulate American users through subtle propaganda and disinformation, and that the Chinese government can access user data to target or track or suppress certain speech here. Now, yesterday at the WonderCo Summit in Silicon Valley, I asked the former NSA director, Admiral Mike Rogers, if an all-out ban could actually be accomplished here. Have a listen.
My view is, look, we probably are going to need to be a little bit more nuanced here. So, for example, we might say, well, we're not going to allow this technology to be used by government individuals. It's not going to be allowed this technology to be used in sensitive or classified areas. On the other hand, there's parts of it where I would say, look, we should feel comfortable as society using it for something.
Now, even at a national level, an all-out ban of the app is going to be difficult. The Biden administration is trying to enact legislation to restrict or ban foreign-owned apps, but those efforts have stalled. And the contrast couldn't be more stark in China, where freedom of speech just doesn't exist. There, the communist government can simply decide to ban American apps, which it certainly has. There's Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, or X. You can't access those in China unless you use a VPN, which many Chinese consumers and users do. But meanwhile, several other Chinese apps, they continue to make inroads here. We've talked a lot about Temu and Shein. Guys, they've already captured a significant chunk of the American consumer. If it turns out that lawmakers aren't comfortable with the data that they are collecting, it could be just as tough to turn back their expansion. And I just want to note, guys, that Temu parent Pinduoduo has surpassed Alibaba in market cap. That is a huge reversal of fortunes, showing on one hand how far PDD has come, in part thanks to Temu, and also how far Alibaba has fallen. And guys, there's just been such an upheaval in the Chinese internet space over the last few years. Remember that before TikTok, we didn't even have any Chinese apps that American consumers were really on in any significant scale. Now we have three, right? TikTok, Pinduoduo, Temu, and Shein.